Welcome to our live. We have a Friday 9 o'clock, so let's start talking how to do something in ArchiCAD. Before we start, let me tell you a few important information. On Monday, April 1st, we start new ArchiCAD rendering course. If you didn't yet join, just click on the link, which you can find in the description to this live, below or above. You can find a link direct to the course. You can join and we start on Monday. If you didn't yet join the free webinar about renderings and you would like to know more about the course before to join to the course, you're welcome to join to the webinar as well. We start on Monday. We still have a March, and during March we are talking about renderings, how to create some renderings, and I hope next 5 minutes some quick tips how to do something very quick in ArchiCAD and probably what you don't know. We focus on the rendering and I just made something quick. It's just one slab with the chair and it looks like that. And for example, what most people are doing in ArchiCAD, my chair is flying, I don't know. What most people are doing in ArchiCAD or in any other software, but because we are focused on ArchiCAD, I will mention about ArchiCAD. When you want to make some renderings, mostly a few renderings, what people are doing, they just go around, okay, let's say that I would like to render something like that. Click with the right button on your mouse and click render. Then, because mostly we would like to do a few renderings, not just one, then maybe from different direction, click render. Maybe then change the surfaces of the floor or of the chair, or set different settings in ArchiCAD for rendering, something you would like to make during day, during night, change the lights, whatever. But you click, render, click, render, click, render, click, render. Here is just slab and one chair, it's not a big problem. But the problem starts to be when you have all house or all interiors with some trees, with a lot of furniture, lamps, lights, etc. Every time when you click and set another one render, and in the same time you're trying to create a few renders, in the same time your computer is slowing down, everything works slowly because ArchiCAD is taking a lot of memory from your computer to make this whole job in the same time. For example, you would like to make some 4 or 5 renderings in the same time. Some of you are afraid that something will not work as it should to be, so we are checking it's everything pixel by pixel, it's everything looks okay or not. No. What if you could make some renderings in ArchiCAD, set for example 20 renders, here in daylight, here sunset, here with lamps, here without lamps, here with different direction, and you don't need to click anything in ArchiCAD, and ArchiCAD will make everything alone. You can do it. Just you need to know and use 2 things in ArchiCAD and understand how to use them. I hope I can explain everything in 5 minutes because it's the reason to create those live and explain everything in 5 minutes. So the first, what you need to know and to use in ArchiCAD is camera tool. With camera tool, which you can find in the viewpoint, it just looks like camera, you just set from which direction what you would like to show in ArchiCAD. I will not change all those settings for all cameras, but all those cameras you can find on the navigator, and for example the view from the first camera we can also change, let's say like that. Let's say this will be the first render, should look like that. Click, because when I click on the camera one, it looks like I'm flying above this chair. I don't like it. So I prefer to have something like that. You made some change, you move from the left to right side, change the viewpoint. Then click on the camera with on the navigator or with the right button on your mouse, and you have modified this camera to current view. Voila! Let's click on the camera 2. Once again, I'm flying somewhere. Let's say this time I would like to see I would like to create such rendering. Again, click with the right button. So the first, you just change the view, right, left, top, below, whatever you would like, and then click with the right button on the camera 2 and modify this camera to current view. And again, you repeat with all cameras and make those own settings. Let's say that this time I would like to show something like that. Modify, and the last one, it's something like that. And let's say I would like to have something like that. Modify. So the first what you need to do, you need to set with all those cameras all the renderings, how they should to look like. Yeah, that here I can see all the house exterior. Then I would like to show interior of my kitchen, there of my bathroom, there something else and something else and something else. It's just the view for the rendering, what you would like to see, walls, slabs, whatever in ArchiCAD on the rendering. You can, for example, I would like to show this kind of the rendering, such view, but with different options. For example, one with some lights or during day, another one as white model, another one as during night or with lamp switch on, lamp switch off, whatever. The same view of my scene, I would like to create, for example, 5 different renderings with the same view of my scene. How to make it? It's another one step and option which you should use in ArchiCAD, and mostly ArchiCAD users don't know how to use them or don't even touch them. What is it? Let's go to the settings. So document, creative imaging, photo rendering settings. And this what I'm talking about is the scene. You have a few here examples, but when you click show more, you have much more scene. All those scenes are just all settings, how the rendering should look like. You have sketch, you have also photo rendering, and photo rendering interior, outdoor, indoor, outdoor, during daylight, HDRI, with the lamps, white model. You can use one of those settings, one of those scenes, or you can create your own scene and create exactly such rendering as you would like to show in ArchiCAD, as you would like to show your scene. So you can change everything what is here. You can create your own and then set it as a new scene, and then every time when you create with new project, with new renderings in ArchiCAD, you can use those all settings. But because I didn't explain you how to use it, and we have just 5 minutes, and this time I'm telling you and showing you how to set all renderings in ArchiCAD, you just need to know that something like that exists. And you should use them. So you know that something like that exists. And I really recommend you test all those scenes or some of them to check how looks like result, which are the best for you, and start to play and create maybe your own scene if you are really thinking serious about rendering in ArchiCAD. But okay, you know they exist. You can also import some scenes from different project, from different person, or export to another one project. So how to combine those two options together? Let me show you. We need to go to Navigator, our palette, and we need to set those, something like set the project for printing. How to make it? To show you better on the screen, I will just use Organizer. I'm lost. Okay, here, Organizer. It's different palette, very similar to Navigator. And the first one, what we should do? I need to set all those renderings. I will create just new folder. Renders, you can call them whatever you would like. And here to this folder, I will just drag and drop all those cameras which we just placed. So camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and camera 4. If, for example, you would like to create the view of the camera 4, which we can see here, but you would like to create such renderings 5 times, because one as white model, one during day, another one during night, you need to drag and drop this camera as many times as you would like to create this rendering. Okay, we have. So one would be rendering of camera 1 and the view of camera 1. We have 3 camera 4, 1 camera 2 and 1 camera 3. And now you need to prepare everything for rendering. So click on the camera 1, go to the settings. And this is what we are looking for here. It's just, we need to set this, the scene of our camera. You can also change the combination layer. For example, you would like to hide some elements from the rendering, but I will not go deeper into all those settings. We go to 3D, and this, what we are looking for is rendering scene, and here you just select this scene which result you would like to show. So that's why I said before that go check, test all those scenes that you know what kind of scene giving you what kind of result, that here when you are preparing all those renderings for rendering you know which scene to use. You can also change the size of the rendering, and that's it. Of course, you can change all those settings which are above in general in design options, but the most important is this one, rendering scene for this moment, for this life. And you need to do it something like that with all those cameras which we just drag and drop to this folder. So 3D, you can change the scene again and again and again. So before we put those all renderings and ArchiCAD we start to creating all those renderings, you just needed to place the cameras to set the view from which direction you would like to make this rendering, and then do something like preparation for the printing. You just need to set all those settings for every camera. And now we just click and ArchiCAD we start to use it. So for example, you can create something like in the evening, you are going to sleep, and in the morning 20 renders are ready in high resolution, or you are just preparing everything, you are going for shopping, you are going with kids to kindergarten, you are going with dog to the park, whatever you would like. You don't need to sit next to computer and waiting for all the result. But how to make it? Way how you would like to print your project. So let's go here to publisher. So drag and drop renders folder to our publisher, set the format, what kind of format you would like to have. I prefer PNG, then another one, options, you can change the quality, and everything what you need to do is just what exactly I would like to print. So we have selected items that I don't need to print all those ground floor, story 1, story 2, elevation, and etc. I just selected all those renders. So I have selected items and click publish. Because it's the first time, I need to decide where I would like to save all those renderings. So let's save it on the desktop. OK, and publish. Voila. Yes, ArchiCAD is creating. Of course, it's just one slab and one chair, so we are not waiting here hours. But mostly, when we are creating renderings, it will be not ArchiCAD. We created them much more longer than this, what we can see here. That's it. For sure, this tutorial, this live was longer than just 5 minutes, but I think it's really useful knowledge, and especially when you are creating renderings in ArchiCAD. As I said at the beginning of this live, the nearest Monday, on Monday, April 1st, we start ArchiCAD rendering course. If you didn't yet join, click on the link, join, and I will teach you much more advanced knowledge and show you how to make really realistic rendering in ArchiCAD directly in ArchiCAD without jumping between Twinmotion, Lumion, SketchUp, 3D Max and whatever, and not waste money and time for creating such renderings in extra software. I will see you on Monday.